truck. What's up, everyone? This is Joe Sorrentino on the Winglet RC, back with a new product for 2025. This one here has been getting a whole lot of attention. This is from FMS, their new 1/10 scale Ford 100. First 1/10 scale vehicles FMS has put out. It's a two-wheel drive monster truck, and lately it's been getting a whole lot of attention. Let's open the box and see what the fuss is all about. Let's go. Oh, baby, look at that. It's a beautiful looking truck, guys. Just from the picture that I can see here, you know that it's ready to run or ready set. I got the ready to run version. It's officially licensed by Ford Motor Company. Got ball bearing components, 2-in-1 ESC receiver unit. Let's open the next box. All right, that looks good, guys. Look at that. It takes up the whole size of this box. Got the manual here. We'll look at that in a second. That looks like the charger to me. This one here is the remote, I believe. Remote control, we'll look at that in a second as well. We got two sides I gotta pull out. There is the truck. Oh boy. Beautiful looking truck, guys, huh? It looks like we have a little peeling to do. I'm really digging the chrome trim with these rubber wheels. Really love that contrast. Love the way this red and black looks together. Beautiful front grille here with lights. I don't believe they're working lights, but you could probably add lights later. Got the word Ford right there. It's got the nice bumper in the front, bumper in the back as well. Also the word Ford. We got the sticker lights here in the back, and just a beefy looking vehicle. This is big, guys. Some nice details in the sticker here on the front with the windshield wipers and the mirror. Now if we look at the back, we can see this is quite a narrow looking body, and it's been mostly compared to the ARRMA Gorgon, which has a very similar looking body to the one on this one here. You can see there are 4 pins and they are attached, so we'll need to pull those out to release the body. Let's do that. All right, you get a better look at the body now. You can see it comes with the battery. It's a full-size battery inside here. I like this setup better than the ARRMA Gorgon one because the way this is laid out is a little better. The Gorgon body is a little more convoluted at getting the battery in and out. You can see here, this is the ESC right here. Motor down below. These are some nice, beefy, oil-filled coil shocks right there. Double wishbone suspension. The body is plastic, which is good. It absorbs the flex well that way. And everything else looks plastic as well. All the parts inside. Knuckles are plastic. The arms are plastic. But you can upgrade if you want to do some heavier duty stuff. I'm sure they got parts available. Or if not, I'm sure some third-party vendor will be out there where you can buy them from. It's fairly lightweight too. Lift that lever and then push on the back, and then the whole thing comes up like that. You see the battery, that's a very thin, flat battery right there. That's a 7.4, 3300 milliamp 2S LiPo battery. It's also an XT60 connector, and it looks like this will work with my high-speed charger to charge the battery, which is nice. The question is, if I want to upgrade to 3S, will I be able to fit it in the tray? Because that is a very thin tray, guys. You can see it's not giving you a whole lot of room. So if you close this down, I don't know if a thicker battery would fit. I can see here there's a little cushion here. I'm wondering if you needed to put a bigger battery, if you could just take this piece off, and then you might have the room space you would need. Right now that's holding the battery down, so you don't want to remove that. But if you upgraded to a 3S, which is probably going to be a thicker battery, then you might need to remove that foam piece. Unless they make 3S batteries that are flat like that, which I doubt, but you never know. So we know it's rear wheel drive. You can feel the gears moving on this backside here, and it's all loose on the front. I typically prefer 4-wheel drive vehicles when it comes to the larger scale monster trucks, but from what I've been seeing from reviews, this thing still packs a punch even without the extra power from the front. So we're gonna find out, but before we do, let's take a look at some other things here. Remote control right here. Let's take a look at that. This remote control is very similar to the one that I have for my FJ Cruiser, also from FMS. We can look at that later and compare them, but right now I'll just tell you, it does have a nice soft grip to the remote control. Got your forward and reverse, your toggle wheel left and right, If you flip the lid, there's your steering trim, throttle trim, steering direction, reverse, power on switch. Quite a lot of function in the remote control here, as you can see. On the back, there's your compartment for your 4 AA's that you're going to need to power this on. Let's look at this next. This looks like the charger. That was actually a nice looking charger that it came with. It looks like it'll go up to 3-cell battery. This is a 2-cell that came with it. This looks like a high-speed charger. Let's see what else we got. Manual. The FMS 110 Ford F100. There they are, all your parts right here. Part numbers, where they go. Exploded list here, so when you break things, you know where to find them. That's what we like. Also inside here, we got the wheelie bar, some stickers it looks like. Some additional stickers. These look pretty cool. I like that. They look like real license plates. You get to pick the one you want. Did not come with AA's though, so you have to supply your own AA's for the remote control. Let's get these AA's I just grabbed and stick these on the remote. Lights on and the remote works. Turn it off for now. So I just opened up the bag with the wheelie bar. So this is the wheelie bar piece right here. The wheels that need to go to that. Also came with 2 spacers. Got these fake lights and stickers, so you can add those if you want. Hex tool adapter, so you can change your wheels if you need to. And of course, some screws to mount the wheelie bar. And in the back of the manual, they show you a little bit of how you put that together, where it goes. It's on page 36. Looks pretty straightforward for the wheelie bar, guys. So there's the wheel, one of these little doodads here, and you want to stick that through the wheel, like so. And then the screw, one of the longer screws, there's 2 long ones and 4 shorties. The long, thin one, you stick that through here, like so. You're going to do this on both sides. Both wheels are going to do that. And then this is the wheelie bar frame, and you'll just screw it in like so. I can do a little bit by hand and then do the rest with a tool. And that's to get you started, and then we'll do that on the other side. And then we'll use 4 screws to mount it to the truck. It didn't come with any kind of a screwdriver set other than this hex wrench, so you'll need to provide your own. I actually have one of these sets. I think it's very nice. I got this on Amazon. Take a look at that. And it's got all the different fittings and sizes here. Makes your life easier. You just find the right size to fit, and now you can screw it in like a screwdriver instead of like a typical Allen wrench set, which is what you would normally need to do something like this, but it didn't come with an Allen wrench, not that I could find. If you guys need something like this at home, I'll put a link in the description where you can find one. I also like to mention while I'm doing this, guys, definitely go with the screwdriver option as opposed to using a drill for something like this, because these screws are very easy to strip, and if you try to use a drill, you get yourself in trouble. Believe me, I speak from experience. If you strip that screw, you're not making your job faster. You're making it 3 times as long. Then it makes it a real job trying to get those out if you strip them. That's looking pretty good. You can see there now that's all fastened together. Nice tool. The wheelie bar itself, you can see on the back of the truck, there are 2 holes right here on this side, and my finger is, and on the opposite side as well. You're just going to line this up so it fits along where those screws are. Something along the lines of this. And then screw it in. And by the way, this wheelie bar is adjustable. There are actually 3 height positions here, 3 on the front and 1 on the back. So you can choose the height or angle that you want this to go. Something to keep in mind while you're installing. All right, guys, the wheelie bar is installed. I decided to go with the lowest position that you can see here, screwed in on the bottom. So with the lowest position here, if you want it to raise the bar up more, you can choose one of these other 3 screw holes on where you want to mount it. I also added stickers to this guy here, clips on the back of the body. Honestly, don't expect this to last very long. I think 1 hit and this thing's gone. We'll see. That's cool. It looks nice anyway. See if it can survive the first run. On the front right here, guys, you get a choice of your license plate, whichever one you choose that you want. So there's a one from Texas, Colorado, Florida, or you could just go with the I like the rest, but my Ford is best. I'm in New England, Massachusetts, so really none of them apply. But I do kind of dig the 666 here in Texas. It's kind of a evil theme going on, and since this is looking kind of mean, maybe we'll go with the Texas one, and we'll see how that looks. That looks pretty cool to me. And one last thing before we fire the truck up, as I always like to do, I got my hot glue and my glue guns. I'm going to mount a phone mount on top of the remote control. I'll go grab that next. Here's the phone mount that I like to use. I like these because they have the screw release. It just gives your phone a little better security because the spring-loaded type can pop your phone out, and I like these better. I get these with any new RC car that I'm filming for the first time, and I usually just like to glue them on top like so. And that way I can drive and film with this thing on top. It's kind of nice. If you guys are looking for these, I'll put a link in the description of where you can find one of these, as well as the glue gun and glue sticks that I use. And also, I always forget to mention too, guys, on all the vehicles that I ever showcase on my channel, I always have links in the description on where you can find the vehicle. So if you're looking for this guy, there'll be a link below. And then what I also like to do is I always add a little black duct tape to the end, just for a little extra reinforcement. Looks pretty good, ready to film. Move back on, power up the truck. So I don't see any throttle limiting options. It looks like it just goes the one speed. Not super fast, but I think we'll have some fun with it anyway. Let's give it a rip. Actually, before we go, I did want to just give it a quick side-by-side comparison to this ARRMA Big Rock, which is also a 1/10 scale vehicle. Here it is side by side to ARRMA's new 1/10 scale Big Rock. So we can see little similarities in size. Looks to me like the ARRMA Big Rock is just a touch longer, but not by much, a very small amount. FMS is a little taller. Here they are on top of each other. So you can see it's just a tiny bit smaller than the Big Rock, but not by much. Different angles. So just so you guys can get an idea. And I will just say it is a little bit lighter than the ARRMA Big Rock as well. So if you're looking for something less heavy, this guy's perfect. All right, first rip. Ooh, nice, lifts up pretty easily. I like seeing that. All right, let's just do a quick little test in the front lawn, see what we think. Wow, that's actually surprisingly nice. Ooh, I think that could go for a while. If I had a little bigger area to work with. Holds the wheelie nice. Ooh, it just glided right off of that little lift there. Ooh, this is smooth. Really smooth. And very quiet. I'm starting to see why people are liking it so much. Wow. Nice size, smooth, quiet. Does wheelies really easily. Not bad for a rear wheel drive. Very surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Woo, nice little spin there. This is really fun. Oh my God, kids are gonna adore this thing. It's not that expensive, so it really is ideal for like a first time RC user. Nice big bang for your buck. Pretty solid truck. Oh, I made a run. Oh wow, this is just so smooth. Can't get over it. Again, it's not super powerful, not super fast, but you don't need it to be to have fun. Not gonna do wheelies too well on the grass. Have a smoother surface for that. It lifts off really easily on a smooth surface though. Let's see if we can get a nice long wheelie on this. Let's see how long we go for. Ooh. I was kind of expecting a little longer, but still pretty cool. Oh, that wasn't bad. Oh, yeah. This is really fun. I'm having fun. Woo, that was a little bounce. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. It just glides. Woo, baby. Oh, that is a fun truck. Nice spin move. Oh, that was cool. All right, let's go up the hill and onto the RC car track. Here we go. Oh, whoa. Here's the downside to two-wheel drive as opposed to four-wheel. It doesn't have enough juice to get up and over when you get stuck like this. You're relying on only the two wheels. You don't have all four wheels. I can't even back out. If I want to go backwards, I don't have the front end. It's all just working from the back. Now if I had those two front wheels powered, I'd probably be able to get out of this no problem. But you see, I can't even get out of it. I'm like stuck. Anyway, something to point out. Beautiful jump. Very nice. Perfect. Oh, that stinks. Oh, good. You're lucky there. Oh, no. Lucky. Beautiful. If you haven't already, guys, please like and subscribe. All right, let's find out how fast this bad boy can go. Got the GPS on there. Let's give it a rip. Doesn't feel very fast to me, but let's find out what it says. Wrong setting. 17 miles per hour, that's it? That's awfully slow. Let's try one more. Oh, that was cool. Yeah, holding strong at 17 miles per hour. That's what's up, guys. So you're not buying this for its speed, but it is still a fun truck. All right, variability test coming down. All right, I don't think we're going to be doing any flips, but you never know. Nope, not with 2S. Just not going to have enough juice for that. Whoa, hello. Oh. 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 All right, that was cool. Ah, oh, that little piece fell off. Stay on permanent. Snap back on, okay? Cool. Oh. Oh. Thing's awesome. Well, guys, it's a fun truck, I gotta say. It's ideal for a beginner, someone that's never used an RC truck. This is an ideal choice. It's big and it's powerful. Well, it's not powerful, but it's big and it's pretty cool. It can do a lot. The way it wheelies, fantastic. On paved area, on grass, not so much. But again, 2S battery, you can't expect too much. As far as jumping it, nice smooth jumps through the air. No flips though, so you got to keep that in mind. Other trucks, the 3S power, you're going to be able to spin it up and around. This guy is just going to be going your straight jump across. That's it. Don't expect anything too much more than that. But that doesn't make it a bad truck. It just makes it a not very powerful truck. It is awesome though. Anybody just getting into the hobby will absolutely love this because it's fun. It's easy to use and you don't have to worry about full throttling it and this thing getting out of control on you. It's always going to be stable and easy to control even at full speed ahead. I would definitely recommend it to anybody that's getting into the hobby, even someone that is already an expert. You probably juice this up. I've seen people make these things more powerful. You'll still have rear wheel drive, but you can still put another motor and an ESC, make it capable of using 3S, and then this thing will be able to do some flips and a little bit more of what you might want. So just things to keep in mind, but definitely recommend it. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if so, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and smash the notification bell to stay updated on when my next video becomes available. Until then, this is Joe Sorrentino saying thanks for watching. See you in the next one.